Welcome to the podcast. I haven't gone outside in over 15 years. No commute, no bus. Still somehow fully equipped with problems. Parents offline, friends out of stock. So this show is just diary life. Long-term hikikomori mode. I'll start with what happened this morning. It was rough. I was talking with my parent, and I said it's strange that high school entrance exam takes 2 days now. When I took an exam, it wasn't 2 days. For public high schools in Hokkaido, it was 1 day. Then my parents said, all public schools are government run, so maybe it's 1 day. But I was already talking about public schools. Somehow, in their mind, they mixed in private schools or technical schools and thought, maybe those take 2 days. I explained again. Some public schools test on 1 day, other on the other day, others on the other day. But for some reason, they jumped to private schools take 2 days. When I eat, my thinking is so slow that my brain can't keep up with the taste. It feels like I'm checking in the flavor after the fact. I wonder if other people feel this. Borderline intelligence is defined as IQ below 70. My processing span is below 70. Around 75 is a gray zone. Basically, intellectual disability level. Experts say intellectual disability is severe and unspecified is mind. But from the person's perspective, there's no such thing as mild. If someone has one leg missing, or both legs missing, or one leg much shorter than the other, which is milder, you can know. So I hate being told it's mild. About developmental disorders, some people know, some don't. People say it's a brain disorder. But honestly, I think neuroscience is pseudoscience. They say it's brain issue. But they can't show which part is abnormal. There's no consensus. They say cases are increasing, but they can't explain why. They call it a new disorder. But humans don't evolve in 100 years. If it's genetic, it wouldn't suddenly increase. People with these traits existed in the Edo period too. Society created categories, and then disorder appeared. It's contradictory. It's contradictory. And they say it's not a disease, but then they talk about medication. I don't get it. Some say nutrition cures. Some say nutrition cures it. That's almost funny. I noticed something in my notes when my parents refused to send a religious letter. I asked, what will you do if the same problem happens again? She said, I'll find a solution. But it's been 1 or 2 weeks, 1 or 2 weeks, and they've and she've done nothing. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. I wanted to I wanted to experiment with my podcast, observe myself, analyze my developmental brain, change the cover art, create a new world. But creative things never work for me. It lost the realness. I realized I don't have that kind of talent. I stayed up all night working on it, and it all went to waste. It's sad. This morning was hard because of the podcast, downloading notes, moving files, posting episodes, and the English episode. I haven't recorded them. But I'm stuck. If I post 2 episodes a day, that's another problem. I thought about all of this. I worked on the show description, the summary, the cover art, the jingle, and got stuck. Perfectionism again. This morning, I thought about urban legend and YouTube videos I wanna watch, but watching them feels heavy. I start thinking about the future. Will I keep watching this? Is this a waste of time? It feels like it breaks my lifestyle. So I decided I'll only watch podcasts and Nogizaka videos. I forgot the exact reason, but that's what I decided. I'm upstairs recording. Now, little things bother me. Like when my slipper flips over, I think, how much dust has been on this? I try not to bother my parent, so I use a floor cleaning tool every few days. It takes time, and thinking about it stressed me out. I also forgot what I wanted to talk about on the podcast and try to remember. That happened every 3 days. Idol said that being 3 years apart changed what anime you grew up with. For me, even people my age don't share the same context. No wonder I fit in. My parent turned on the heater again, even though it was warm. She used to tell me, don't eat out, don't turn on the heater. I used to tell her, don't eat out, don't turn on the heater. You don't have the right. But now she turned it on casually. She don't realize. She are breaking her own rules. There was a video I wanted to rewatch, but the scene I remember wasn't there. Maybe it's memory error, but it doesn't feel like that. I rewound many times, still nothing. I've been making many versions of the show description. People entering a competition do this, but I'm not entering anything. I thought maybe I should have made Instagram post instead. I asked my parents to search for the video, but the search terms were wrong again. No matter how many times I explain, it doesn't change. It's sad. I wanna ask a psychologist, why do I feel ashamed when I took at someone I'm related to? The heater upstairs is since morning. It'll get hot, but I don't wanna stay downstairs either. Season change are hard. I start thinking about the future. Will I keep watching this? It is a waste of time. It feels like it breaks my lifestyle. So I decided I only watch podcasts and Nogitaka videos. I forgot the exact reason, but that's what I decided. I'm upstairs recording now. Little things bother me, like when my slipper flips over. I think, how much dust has been on this? I watched the WBC warm-up game. I still don't understand cheering. I don't like baseball cheering. I only like Rose cheering style. Same with Nogizaka. I wonder why some members who sing well, dance well, are kind, smart, and have good personality and still don't get selected. I think about that a lot. I'm working on the show description again. It's hard because I have to think from many angles. I don't want it to feel heavy. If I were a listener, hearing a hikomori talking alone in a room would make me worry too much. I'm sensitive, so I think about that. I once doubt about naming the show Laugh Off This Life, but that felt too right. If it's too bright, it becomes entertainment. It's too heavy, it becomes depressing. I want a word, but also honestly, it's hard. I realized something this evening. Whenever I come up with that idea and try and act on it, people block it or don't understand. At the real estate office, I said what's kind of room I wanted. And they looked at me like I was weird. When I said I wanted to study English and Spanish, people probably thought, what is he doing? Everything comes from misalignment. Whatever I try, people don't accept it. Maybe it's Japanese thing. People say just focus on English or just stick to Japanese. My teacher once said, you don't have time for that. When I asked about a math book, everything I try get denied. People should be free, but when I try something new, people treat me like I'm wrong just because there's no precedent. I think prices vary because of transport cost, appearance, or branding. Expensive doesn't mean better. Rice brand tastes good because the name makes you think so. Because the name makes you think so. For me, price means nothing. Expensive food rarely tastes better. Only Hakodate squid taste clearly different. I'm also struggling with Spanish again. If I start, I'll get overwhelmed but I already started. I recorded episode. It's stressful. I had a dream. A girl invited me out, and I said yes. We started dating, and I imagined going to college normally. It scared me. Expensive suite in department stores don't look good to me. Japanese suites are world class. Even if the price is 10 times higher, the taste difference is small. When I look back on fun memories, they are usually 90% suffering, 10% fun. It's just normal. Bruckner's music is like that. Slow build, big ending, men like that style. When I get absorbed in something, I push too hard. Later I realize I wasn't enjoying it. When I went to Tokyo for religious event, I'd been there many times, but the thing that impressed me most was not Tokyo Tower or Rainbow Bridge. It was the station. I didn't know the difference between elevators and escalators until after age 20. I didn't know my own floor plan until then. I don't know if it was a subway or just a train, but the station feelings stayed with me. Not just fun, but something deeper. Tokyo feels different from Hokkaido. More world, more inequality, more competition. People do junior high entrance exam. There are many kind of jobs. There are front side and back side. I imagine things a lot. I remember trauma. I imagine marrying a girl I hated in high school. I imagine living in a fancy apartment near the religious center. Not on purpose, it just happened. This morning I realized something. In school I was always running away. I told myself process matters more than result. In high school I tried to face reality. Every day I told myself don't run away. When riding my bike, I thought my get hit in 3 seconds, and when choosing a reference book, I thought this choice could decide whether whether I get into a top university. The result I got depression. I became overly nervous.